Responding versus reacting, the pause that changes everything. The I am experience. Most of the pain in your life didn't come from what happened. It came from how you reacted. Words said too quickly, decisions made in emotion, patterns repeated automatically. Awakening doesn't stop life from happening, but it gives you one powerful gift, the pause. And inside that pause, everything changes. Welcome back to the I am experience, where awakening becomes real. In this episode of Living as the I Am, we're exploring the difference between reacting and responding, and how meditation, breathwork, and nervous system awareness slow down automatic reactions so conscious choice becomes possible. This is where awakening becomes lived. Reaction is automatic. It comes from conditioning, stored emotional energy, unobserved thoughts, a nervous system trained for survival. Reaction happens before awareness arrives. That's why afterward you think, why did I say that? Why did I do that? That wasn't who I wanted to be. Reaction isn't you. It's the past replaying itself through thought, emotion, and body. Awakening doesn't instantly remove this. What it does is something far more important. It allows you to notice what's happening. Your brain is designed to react faster than you can think. The survival system, fight, flight, freeze, operates in milliseconds. Awareness comes after. This is why reactions feel immediate and why people think they have no choice. But meditation changes this, not by stopping reaction, but by bringing awareness closer to the moment they begin. With practice, awareness doesn't arrive after the reaction. It arrives during the thought. And eventually before emotion takes over. You're not becoming slower. You're becoming more conscious. Meditation isn't about stopping thoughts. It's about seeing them. In meditation, you practice noticing a thought arise, not following it, letting it pass. Over time, your system learns. A thought is just an event, not a command. This matters because reactions usually begin as thoughts. A judgment, an assumption, a story, an interpretation. Meditation helps you notice the thought before it becomes emotion, and the emotion before it becomes reaction. You start to see, a thought is forming. There's a story starting. And instead of being pulled in, you let it go. This is how the pause is built. Reactions don't disappear. They become less automatic. Meditation trains awareness. Breathwork trains regulation. Together they slow the entire process. At first you still react, but you notice it sooner. Then you pause earlier. Then one day you feel the thought arise. You breathe, and the reaction never happens. Not because you suppressed it, but because awareness arrived in time. This is practice. The space between trigger and response grows, and in that space, choice appears. One reason reactions feel unavoidable is because emotions feel urgent. They say, act now, defend yourself, fix this, escape this feeling. But urgency is not truth. Urgency is nervous system activation. Breathwork teaches the body, I can feel this without acting. When you pause and breathe, you realize this sensation won't destroy me. I don't need to move immediately. When urgency loses authority, reaction loses power. The pause is not something you demand from yourself. It's something you cultivate. Meditation builds awareness in stillness. Breathwork builds presence in intensity. So when life triggers you, awareness notices the thought, breath steadies the body, emotion is felt without urgency. You don't suppress emotion, you don't bypass it. You feel it without letting it decide for you. This is living as the I am. Someone says something that used to trigger you. Old pattern, immediate defensiveness. Tone changes, regret later. Living as the I am. You notice the thought, you feel the emotion rise, you breathe, and suddenly you have options. Speak calmly, ask a question, choose silence, walk away without resentment. Same situation, different outcome, not control. Awareness, identity shapes behavior. Instead of saying, I need to stop reacting, you live from, I am someone who pauses. Every pause reinforces that identity. Over time, reacting feels foreign, Responding feels natural. This is embodiment. You don't need silence to practice presence. When you feel tension, feel your body. Take one slow breath. Ask, what am I aware of right now? That question alone brings you back. Awareness is always available. You will still react sometimes. That doesn't mean the practice failed, and it means awareness arrived after the reaction, and that's still progress. Living as the I am means reacting less automatically, responding more consciously, returning faster. That is growth. The pause is freedom. Meditation doesn't remove thoughts. It teaches you to see them. Breathwork doesn't remove emotion. It teaches you to stay present. Together, they return you to choice. If this resonated, comment below. I choose the pause. And if you're ready to keep learning how to live as the I am, subscribe and join me in the next experience. Remember, you are not the thought, you are not the emotion, you are not the reaction, you are the choice, you are the I am.